Armstrong street scene. Hi, I'm Rick Guerrera, your host. Today, we're at the 19th annual Mahoning Valley Corvette Show here in Austintown, Ohio, at the Greenwood Chevrolet. Just an absolute gorgeous day. Not only do we have Corvettes, we got antiques, we got hot rods, street rods, and more. So, stick around, check out the show. Hey, let's go in and check it out. With me, I have the governor, Dan Lydon. The governor?
Yes, sir. I am the governor of the Mahoning Valley Corvette Club. Now,
okay.
To the common person, a governor is a governor.
Right.
Well, in Corvette terms, we belong to the National Council of Corvette Clubs. We have 17 clubs in the Northeastern Ohio region, which has about 1,000 members.
Wow.
There's over 40,000 members nationwide.
So what's it take to get into this club?
You have to come to a couple meetings or a few, a car show or two, and come just to get to know us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a yearly registration fee of $37. I think there's an extra one in the beginning, but it's very laid back.
Can we get it online? Pick it up online?
Yes, we have a website,
okay.
MahoningValleyCorvettes.com.
Okay, nice simple one. Okay.
Yes.
How many members do you guys have?
We have 48 or 49.
Oh, that's good size.
Yeah. Well, our friends of the West Buckeye Corvette has over 200.
Wow.
Yeah, so they give me a hard time all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But to get people to join a club these days, it's crazy.
And you're probably getting a lot of the older folks our age and stuff like that.
Yeah, the senior citizens, I call them.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess I am. I'm 60 now. I am a senior citizen.
I'm 61.
Oh, yeah. We are senior citizens.
Yes, we are.
Thank God, I don't know.
Old gray-haired guys. That's who we are. I'm enjoying this.
Okay, so if I have a steel body car, you're not even going to look at me, right?
No, every year we have this is our 19th annual show,
mm-hmm.
and the last 3 or 4 years we decided to have steel cars because it's their great time to have fun with them also.
So today we're at the 19th annual Mahoning Valley Corvette Show at Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Correct.
And it's not only Corvettes, it's
steel cars.
Steel cars too. I see nice street rods there. I see nice stock cars in there. I see some foreign cars over there. And
the more the merrier.
Yeah, it's nice. It really adds to it.
Thank you.
It really adds to it. Okay, let's talk about this, the club and everything. The charities. Where's all the monies go from the club?
Well, this year we have 2 charities. One is No Stone Unturned Coach YSU Coach Wolford's charity, and the other one is Yellow Brick Place. Yellow Brick Place is near and dear to my heart because my wife died of pancreatic cancer 7 years ago, and we're opening up a place where people have cancer and want to know where to go and what to do. It's a very Cleveland has one called the Gathering Place, and it's a very, very worthwhile thing.
So how about the No Stone Unturned? What's that one about?
That's Coach Wolford from YSU.
Okay.
It's a organization that has kids with special needs. Like their one child has his daughter told me he has different chromosomes and stuff, and they're helping families with that special disease.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like autism, but it's different.
Okay.
So Melinda and Eric are doing a fine job with that.
Good.
I got to meet him this weekend. I had a great time with him.
Is there any way I can get in touch with these? Do you know the websites or
Yes,
how I can get in touch with
yellowbrickplace.com and No Stone Unturned.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, just punch those up on the website and they can help you out. Good. With me, I have Larry Mansfield from Warren, Ohio, in his 02 Corvette. How's it going?
Good, good. A little warm out here.
Yeah, it's very warm out. Hey, it could be the other way, I'll tell you. Hey, this is really nice, Larry. We were walking by, just checking it out. You did a lot of nice little things to it.
A little bit over time, a little bit here and there.
Let's talk about it a little bit. Let's start at the engine, because we can work our way back. You've done so many things. What have you done up here?
Just put the supercharger on, had some internal work, bigger fuel injectors, throttle body. Ross Racing worked on the engine for me. And just a lot of carbon fiber. And
So when you're talking, this engine stock come with how many horsepower?
I think it was like 405.
405. So with the supercharger and everything else you did to it, how many horse you pump it out?
A little over 600.
Just a little over 6.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, huh?
No.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, this is the supercharger here. The supercharger, it's what?
Kenny Bell.
Kenny Bell. Why'd you go with the Kenny Bell supercharger?
Because it's milled from a solid piece of billet aluminum. It's not a cast, two-piece put together. It's got its internal oil system. You're not plumbing oil lines to it.
Right.
It's all self-contained, and it's just a superior product. It costs a little more, but
I know there's a variety of them you can put on there, but I seen the Ken Bell. I wasn't really familiar with the Ken Bell one. Yeah, that's good. And you're pumping over 600 horsepower out of this baby, huh?
Yep.
This is one of my most favorite questions when I come to guys that have a lot of power. How fast have you had it?
You know what? I haven't really went, I'm not like a 200 mile an hour guy, but I will zip around a low, take off quick, fast, to short bursts, but I haven't really hammered it down to no high speed.
You had to at least go to 100. Right? It doesn't take long in this thing.
I've been there.
Right. I love asking that question, and everybody's real shy about it. Like, well, I don't know.
Officer Riley.
Yeah. Don't worry, we didn't do it in Austintown or Warren or anywhere. We get in those other towns in Pennsylvania.
You really have to watch because the front end is so low from all the ground effects, and the car's been lowered, and with the suspension, you can't even put your foot under the front end. So you got to really watch going down the road. So I'm like, as far as going, 200 miles an hour, I don't want to hit like a raccoon or something on the road, or
So what did you do to the suspension in this?
It's all been lowered. It's got full Hodgkins suspension underneath it, racing suspension. So I could take this to a road course. It's got Bilstein shocks on it. I mean, it's all ready to handle.
It could be nice on a road course.
Yeah, exactly. I was just talking to a fellow about that. I'd like to do that. So.
That'd be a lot of fun. You got all the money into it, everything it takes, man. That's where all the fun's at. You ought to do it.
Well, that's about where we're at.
Good, like Mid-Ohio or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great course there. And I know they have open stuff you can do, open days you can do that. Hey, let's move on into the interior. I noticed you did a lot of work on the interior. Nothing real wild, but just nice and subtle.
I wanted to be tasteful, I didn't want to be over the edge and, be gaudy, you know what I mean? I was trying to keep with a red and black theme and a carbon fiber, and then got some subtle pinstripes, Guy Shively pinstripes.
Guy's our buddy here. He's a friend of the show.
So that's about it, really.
So all the red in there, the panels and everything, you had
I took off and I had them painted when I did the hood and stuff.
Okay, how about the steering wheel and the seats and everything? Is that?
Yeah, I put those in, Those are just accessories you can buy.
Okay.
And
it looks good. You did a really nice job on the interior. Very nice. And okay, this piece here, okay, some people think it's a roll bar, but it's not a roll bar. What's it do?
Wind deflector. Just keeps the wind from coming around and whipping you in the back of the head. And if you have long hair,
if you didn't have this, the air would come.
Right.
You could come over and get you.
My hair going down the road.
So you look good for the girls.
That's right.
We won't say wife over there. We won't say that.
I'm not married.
Okay.
Girls on camera. I am single and looking. So.
All right, Larry. How about the striping on here? Was the striping on here when you bought it?
Yeah, the back was on. And I restriped the hood because I had to get a new hood to fit the supercharger. Didn't fit.
That's what, a carbon fiber hood.
Carbon fiber hood. Once again, Guy Shively striped the front and the back. It's a little different.
How much weight did you lose putting that carbon?
20 pounds.
20 pounds.
Yeah. It's light. Except for the price.
Yeah. It's lighter it is, the heavier the price is. Okay. How about the wheels on there? Can you tell me about the wheels?
They're just...
Those weren't the ones that come with
no,
the car, right?
no, you got to change those out. But it's like the Z01 wheel.
Is that 17-inch?
No, they're 18s and 19s staggered.
19 in the back, 18
Right.
in the front. Okay.
Right.
Very nice. Ground effects, the exhaust system on it looks sweet. This thing really looks nice. We're at the 19th annual Corvette car show here in Austintown, the Greenwood Chevrolet. And not only do they have Corvettes here, they got other cars there, hot rods and antiques. And boy, we pulled a nice one out here, a 1969 Hearst Oldsmobile owned by Mike Bob. Okay, from East Palestine, Ohio. How's it going?
Good, great. How are you?
Good. You know, Mike, this car is really nice.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Thank you.
And you don't get to see too many of these.
No.
And from talking to you, this thing, it was a barn find.
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, there was dead cats in the back seat. That's honest to God's truth. Yeah, there was a dead cat in the back seat. The farmer, when he was showing me the car, the driver's side window was down about that far, and he opened the door and he said, "I'll be damned, that's where that cat went to." I wonder where it went to.
Be a good nickname for the car, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, it was a barn find. There was a piece of farm machinery sitting on the roof. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures of that, but I've been talking to him, and he thought he had some pictures, but he didn't. And it was
This is a real barn find. And okay, tell me, how did it look when you found it?
It was in bad shape. It was all together. It was all there. All the pieces were there. It was just dusty, dirty, scratched. It wasn't abused, but it was used. And the two gentlemen owners that had it, elderly gentlemen that owned it, they used it, but they, in a sense, babied it too. So there wasn't a lot of things worn out on it. It was just nicked up, scratched up. It needed completely redone.
Yeah, you don't see too many of these.
No.
How many did they make of these? You know?
They made 906 of these.
Okay. And you know the number on this one?
This is number 524.
524. Okay, so when you got this car, what did you do to it?
Everything. Tore this car completely apart.
Frame off restoration.
Absolutely. Frame off the body, or body off the frame. All the nuts, bolts, washers, glass, window winders, everything was out of this car. And then everything was, that's all the original stainless on the car. I just polished it all up on a buffing wheel. Did that all myself.
How'd the floors look in it?
Floors, it was a no rust car. For being a Western Pennsylvania car, it was a no rust car.
Well, you got lucky there,
Yeah,
huh?
I did.
That's the main thing when you
Yeah.
get a car
Oh,
up here,
absolutely.
just to make
You need
sure there's no rust.
You need something to build on.
Right.
You need something to build on, and this was the car. You know?
So when we're looking at the interior, what did you do in the interior?
Hardly anything. I put window winder knobs on it, handles on it, a few knobs on the vents, and the chrome extensions on the headrests is about all I'd done to the interior. That's still the original interior, original
That's
door
the
panels,
original interior.
original
Wow.
door panels, original headliner, dash, everything.
Just cleaned it all up.
Just
How about the
basic.
carpets and everything?
Carpets, the carpets were a mess. They were full of dirt and stuff. I took them out with the intentions to replace them. I figured, well, I'll just power wash them and see what happens. And they come out beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
I was very lucky that I didn't have to spend a lot of money.
So who painted her for you?
A gentleman by the name of John Chevalier, God rest his soul. He's passed away now, but this is probably one of the last cars he'd done before he retired.
So how long ago did you buy this, and how long did it take you to restore
It
it?
took me about 3 years. I bought it in 2001,
Did you get a good price on it?
Yes, I did. For what they're worth now, from what and to what I paid for it, I did get it for a good price.
Did the guy know what he had there?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he absolutely knew what he had, and he had a farm, a big farm, working farm, and he thought his boys would be interested in restoring the car.
Mm-hmm.
They were not interested in restoring the car. They were into quads and four-wheelers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So reluctantly, he sold it, but I did get it for a good price. I told him that I would restore this car and keep it forever because my dad had one of these cars.
Right. So what's so special about these Hearst Oldsmobiles? So for some of the people that don't know about them.
Well, they didn't come from the factory with a 455. Or they come from the factory with 455. All the Olds 442s had 400s. This is a collaboration between Doc Watson and Oldsmobile, and Doc Watson was the so-called inventor of these. First one was in 1968.
So basically, you're talking like a Yanko Camaro or
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
So they sent it out to have these pumped up.
Yep, they
Oh, I
sent it
didn't
to
realize that.
Demer Engineering. After it come out of the factory, it was all white.
Mm-hmm.
And it went to Demer Engineering in Lansing, Michigan, and the stripes was put on it, the hood scoops, the wings, the
Special mirrors?
the mirrors. Yeah, the mirrors were put on at Demer Engineering. All the pinstriping on the original cars were hand painted. This one's also hand painted.
Wow, so these really were a specially made car then. Okay, great. And you're the third owner.
Third owner. Yeah. I
It
have
looks like a driver too, huh?
Oh yeah. I don't take it out much more now so much. It's the price of gas is high, and you can't get a good octane gas anymore, and so I don't drive as much as I did when I first restored it.
455, you're probably not getting very good gas mileage in it.
right.
How many horse you pumping out here?
380 horsepower.
380. Okay, wow. I got Bob Chacon with me from McDonald, Ohio, in his 1960 Chevy Impala. Pretty nice, Bob, pretty nice.
Thank you. Thank you very
Tell
much.
me a little bit about it.
Well, I found this car on the internet back in October.
Where's it from?
It's out of Michigan.
Uh-huh.
It's up in Clinton, Michigan. So took a ride up there one day just to take a look at it, and I kind of liked it, so I decided to buy it. So they shipped it to me.
You bought it sight unseen, basically?
Well,
You were up there?
I got all the pictures and everything, and all the specs on it and everything, and I kind of liked it. It's what I was kind of looking for. You know, I like my low riders, and had everything that I wanted in the car. You know, mostly already that I wouldn't have to put in it. You know, out of pocket. But
basically a stock looking 60 Chevy Impala. You got the interior looking stock, but it's not stock though.
No, it's door panels and everything are stock. They just been recovered again. You know, with almost look-alike interior that used to be in the car. The car was powder blue and white when it was bought new, and it had I think a 283 in it when it was you know, it was stock and everything. Sure. 283 automatic. Now it's got a 5-speed tranny in it. Out of a 84 Camaro, 427 in it. It's out of a 68 Chevelle.
You got that thing tucked in there pretty good. Can we check it out?
Yeah. It's got an L78 Cannon.
You got a lot of room in there to put that baby in there. Big block 427.
Yeah.
Turbojet.
Yeah, it runs pretty good. I haven't gone on it because I'm not much for speed, you know. But I changed the headlights. I got those different kind of headlights in there, those halogen type headlights. I put in. Yeah.
Get better light out of them?
Yeah.
A truer light?
Yeah, get a truer light out of them. It's got 18-inch wheels in the front, 20s in the back.
What kind of wheels are those?
Oh,
you're not sure?
I'm not really actually sure what they are. I actually never even heard of them before. But it's got...
they look good though.
Look got Corvette disc brakes on it. Corvette disc
all four?
All four. Got tilt. I did a steering column, tilt column. Yeah. That's pretty much, you know, that's about all I'm going to do to it. I mean,
just have some fun with it. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, that's just drive it around and have some fun with it. This is only the second time I had it out this year.
Great day for it too.
Yeah, great day. Yeah.
Nice cool day compared to what we've been having.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I just put that alternator in the other day. I had it for about 6 months. I decided to put it in.
Clean it up with all the chrome.
I got chrome hoses to put on there yet. Radiator hoses I want to put on, and
sure, have some fun with it.
Yeah, have some fun with it. It's a nice riding car. Got a huge trunk in there. I mean, you could put 40 sets of golf clubs back there.
3 or 4 bodies in there,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, 3 or 4 bodies also.
Yeah, these cars were big back then. What a beaut, though.
Yeah.
Bob, this is a great looking car. Thank you for sharing it with us.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
You are watching Street Scene.
Welcome to Tech Tips. And with me today is somebody I've been wanting to get on this show for quite a while. We got Guy Shively from Guy's Graphics here in Austintown, Ohio. Welcome.
Thank you.
What do you want to show us today here, Guy?
Well, I'm lucky to work on some nice old stuff. This is a early dirt track car, probably from the early to mid 30s. And they brought it to me to letter and stripe all the louvers. But he requested gold leaf for the name on the hood and the numbers on the back. And that's 23 karat gold.
So this is real gold.
Yes.
And you get it in what, in sheets?
Yeah. I use the patent gold. It comes on sheets of paper.
What's the
about
difference?
3-inch square. There's loose gold leaf. That's a little bit more of a challenge.
Like a powder or something?
No, it's actual sheets that aren't on that paper.
This can't be too cheap.
Oh no. No, they're real proud of that.
Okay, if I want to get these gold letters, which ones would show up better, the numbers or are they?
Okay, first you obviously you lay it out like you would any lettering, and you paint on what's called a gold size. It almost looks like varnish. You add a little bit of paint to it so you can see it. You letter that on when it's just about dry to the touch. You can run your finger over it and hear a little squeak. Then you put the gold on, and it's 3-inch squares, so if you look real close you can see seams. And after that gold's all put on, you burnish it with cotton, and all the excess falls to the ground. The engine turn looks done with a velvet pad. It's turned. You've seen this on fire truck lettering, I'm sure. Of course, now there's vinyl that looks like this. And then after that's set up a while, I clear over it with a clear urethane with these quills. Then it's outlined and shadowed. This one I did the shadow in 2 different colors. These cars obviously look a lot nicer than they probably did in the 30s.
Oh, sure, sure. These are real basic race cars, aren't they?
Yeah, this is an aluminum body. It's a Model A rear end, a 32 Ford front axle, and a Ford 4-cylinder Model B motor with a Krager head. Now, I don't know if he'll run this thing, but they haven't started it yet. You can tell because the chrome's in nice shape.
So when somebody gets their whole car done, they take the guy to top it off with the finishing touches.
Yeah, I'm at the tail end of most restorations.
But you enhance the flavor of the car, I think, huh?
Oh yeah. I feel real fortunate just to be around this stuff. And it's amazing how much of this stuff there is around here that you never see. That's my comment to everybody. You could spend a week of your life looking at car collections and never go 40 miles away from here. It's incredible how much stuff there is.
Standing here talking with Chris Teleski from Austintown, Ohio, in his 2004 Chevy Corvette LS1. Hi, Chris. How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Yes, you got a nice looking car here.
Thank you.
Tell me some of the things you've done to it. I see there's a number of things you did to it.
A lot of modifications. Front spoilers, side skirts.
We'll start with the front and work our way back. How's that?
Aftermarket wheels on it.
What size are those?
Those are the 18s in the front, 19s in the back.
Those look pretty stock though.
The wheels are aftermarket. I got them through West Coast Corvettes.
Okay. They got the emblem on and everything. It looks good.
The emblems come.
And how about the front spoiler here? What is that? That's the whole nose piece then,
Just
right?
the bottom part. The front nose part is stock, and I put the bottom part on it.
Okay.
Chin spoiler, they call it.
Okay. Just watch you don't whack something.
Oh, yeah.
With,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
they'll gush you a couple
You've gotta
bucks. Well, okay, what else? We'll work our way back here.
The inside of the interior.
These are different here. These louvers here and the louvers.
Yeah,
right?
they put they're just chrome add-ons to dress up the side of the car.
Looks good. Looks good. Nothing loud. Just a nice little touch.
Interior is all carbon fiber. Dash. Everything inside's carbon fiber leather interior. I had that all redone. CD player, DVD player, GPS.
Kick plates are different.
Yeah, all chrome.
Yeah.
All chrome. A lot of chrome and carbon fiber. In
How about the gauges and everything?
The gauges are stock, but the rings around them are
a little
aftermarket.
different.
Kind of enhances the gauges a little bit.
Got GPS in here.
Oh yes, right.
Back in
Pop-up screen.
04, they didn't have GPS.
No, it's an aftermarket screen.
That's good.
It pops up, closes back in. A lot of carbon fiber pieces that were made for the car.
Lightens up everything.
Yeah.
Spoilers, that's or
Roll bars.
roll bars, really.
Yep.
That lightens, that makes give it a good touch.
A couple other things in the back. I had this piece made. It's been a special made piece for the back. You won't see another carbon fiber piece like that on another car. Nitrous in the car. I'm running a 100 shot of nitrous.
Oh, that sounds good. How fast can you get this thing?
I've had it up to 140, but
That's not bad.
it's a little scary. It's a little scary going that fast.
Handles
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
good?
handles like a dream. Just waiting for it to sprout some wings and take off.
How much more do you have?
It still had some pedal to go, so I was happy with 140.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see what it really would do.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
A lot of aftermarket, chrome hinges, a lot of chrome.
Let's go talk about the engine.
Okay. It's the LS1, but as you can see, there's a lot of chrome, carbon fiber underneath it. Some more etching. It's got the sunburst etching with the Corvette emblem.
It looks good. Looks very nice.
Thank you.
This is, if you don't know, we got a lot of new watchers and listeners and everything. This is the carbon fiber stuff here. When you see something like this is carbon fiber.
A lot of carbon fiber on the car. This piece of carbon fiber.
Lightens up everything.
It
lightens up your wallet.
Sure. Yeah, there's quite a bit of money on an aftermarket here. UPS was at the house a lot.
How about hidden underneath all that chrome flaming there? What do you?
That's the LS1. It's the LS1 motor. No, it didn't do anything to it. It's just 100 shot of NOS. That's for merging into traffic. So.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Gets you there quick, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I started out with this thing was just a plain Jane off the market, and a couple of guys that I talked to at shows showed me, different things. And
right. They're easy to do.
Once you start, I mean, then you look at the motor and you want to get another piece of chrome or another piece of carbon fiber.
And if you don't know how to do it, go on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
YouTube will tell you everything.
Corvette Forum, them guys are great on there. If you got any problems, type in your problem and those guys just come up with solutions. And a lot of guys have, do a lot of work, engine work on them. And
plus they'll help you find parts
help you find
the cheaper parts.
So many aftermarket places, West Coast Corvettes, Mid-America, Ecklers. I mean, the catalogs are endless.
From Warren, Ohio, I have Bob Costianis and his son. I said that. I said Bob again, didn't I?
Take two.
Take two. You know what? He always uses this stuff on the air. I screw up. He loves it. So. I got Steve Costianis with me right now with his 34 Ford Roadster. Looking good.
Thank you, thank you.
Looking very good. Lamborghini orange.
Lamborghini orange.
That's regular Lamborghini paint.
That's official Lamborghini paint.
That's got to be a good price, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, let's talk about the car a little bit here. This is a really nice looking ride. It's a head turner. Definitely a head turner. Nice stripes on it, nice color, nice wheels. 350 Chevy.
350 Chevy, 350 transmission, 9-inch Ford rear end.
Mm-hmm. How's it run for you?
Oh, it runs great.
Does it?
Yeah, really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's got billet specialty wheels, billet specialty steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It's got leather interior, rod tops for the top.
What do you mean rod top?
That's the name, rod tops.
That's who makes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that comes off. This is a convertible.
That's a lift off, yes.
So that's really a hard top. That looks like a convertible. You can't really push it back though.
No,
right?
no.
Okay, when you take it off, it comes off
in one unit.
One unit, like a hard top. Okay. Well, I bet this looks nice in a convertible.
Yeah, last year I brought it out here and took the top off.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked really good.
Yeah.
Of course, last year was dry too.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's too hot, convertibles, yeah. When it gets 90, you don't want to be in a convertible. You're baking them, you know.
Yeah, not unless you're driving down the street doing 50 miles an hour.
All right. Now, tell me about the car a little bit. What are the headlights on here?
Yeah. These are 1939 Chevy headlights.
They're Chevy headlights.
Chevy headlights. And the back fenders are 1937 Ford with the skirts on them.
Uh-huh.
It used to be just a Roadster, and it was all customed on.
So this is an all steel body then?
It's all fiberglass body.
Oh, this is an all fiberglass body. Oh, okay.
And it's got a boxed tube chassis under it, a boxed frame. The bottom side looks as good as the top side. It shines just like the top does. In fact, I wax it once a month on the bottom.
Uh-huh. That's gonna be a chore. You gotta lift it home?
I got a lift, yeah.
Okay, oh, that makes it nice. That's not too bad then. How about when you do something like this? When you do something like this, how about the windshield on this? Is that come with the body?
That was ordered with it, yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you have different styles of windshields?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
a lot of
some
times.
lean back more, and
Yeah.
some are more straight up.
Because sometimes you have I noticed some guys do these rods like this, and they do a really nice job, but they have a big windshield on it, and it just like throws it right off. Yeah. And I personally like the chrome ones that sit back a little bit. It makes the car look faster.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that looks really good. You got this was probably about half the size of the regular windshield, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 inches shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's got suicide doors on it.
Okay. All glass, everything's
All
glass.
glass.
How about the mirrors?
Mirrors, I don't know what they're off of.
Okay.
Aftermarket. It just gives it a little extra look to it.
Yeah, it looks good. How about the gauges in here?
The gauges are autometer.
They look really nice. Nice clean work in here. And the steering column and everything?
And the steering column is built at Specialties.
Okay.
And the shifter in there is low car.
Low car.
Yeah, low car makes all the good custom, shifters.
Okay, for the rods and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, see, you're in a different ball game with me here. I'm not too familiar with all this big buck street rod stuff.
See, it's got suicide doors.
Yeah, really nice. Really nice. What are the seats out of?
That is called a Glide. It's a special made for these old custom cars.
Oh, okay.
Slides front and back, tilts,
Okay.
the whole thing.
No glass in here, no windows or
No,
anything? Okay.
no.
Okay.
No, it's got a halfway decent sound system in it.
Uh-huh. Well, you got to have that when you're cruising down
Oh,
the road.
yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
What size rims you have on there?
I think these are 14s on the front and 16s on the back. The back are considerably bigger. You got to have that because for your stance.
Down the road here in Canfield, Ohio, got Mark Patrone with his 1970 Monte Carlo. All I got to say is, wow.
Thanks.
This is a beaut. This is a beaut. Where do we start? Let's start with the engine, okay? Since we're up here now.
Original 402, big block, came with the car. Didn't blow it up. Just had it all internally done, pistons, rod, connecting rods, crankshaft. It's all been redone. Actually, we were going to race the car before I decided I was going to show it, so it does go real well.
How many horsepower?
I don't know.
You've
I have never had it. Well, no. I'm afraid to get anything dirty on it right now.
Yeah, really.
We actually built the motor before the car was actually tore apart. So, like I said, we were originally going to race the car, but one thing led to another, and now it's just a show car.
I noticed you cleaned up the firewall in here also?
All been flattened. My cousin Virgil Minetti, he's one heck of a body guy, and they used to have air conditioning. This used to be an air conditioned car, so it had the big box there in the hole, and he actually cut it and molded it with a piece of steel, and it followed the same factory contour right over there next to the windshield wiper motor. Welded in there, flattened it. So we cleaned up the engine compartment bay that way.
Inner fenders, you do anything here?
Yeah, those are actually Chevelle steel inner fenders in there because the Monte Carlos had the plastic ones.
Oh, okay.
And,
they fit right in?
They do, but there's a couple brackets that we weren't able to use. But you know what? It's not original, so when you play in custom, you can do anything you want.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
But I wanted the steel ones so he could paint them.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the original ones were plastic. Took the fan shroud out.
Right, I see that. There's a lot of room
There
in here.
is,
You
yeah.
just wonder what's missing here, but they had that
Another
huge-
engine.
Yeah, you could probably put one in there.
Yeah, yeah.
This had that big shroud
Had a
in
big
there.
long
Yeah.
shroud in there, yeah, yeah.
How about the radiator?
It's a Be Cool radiator. It's polished as well. Everything's polished. Battery box is an interstate battery box. Can't find those anymore. They used to. My brother gave me that. He wanted it at a car show. Yeah.
This is the stock hood.
Yeah, original hood, and then there again,
that
Virgil.
all
We actually got a cowl induction hood insert off of a Chevelle, and welded it up underneath. Okay, to make that whole clean look. So this is all steel, and then he went ahead and he followed this contour right here, and this has all been welded all the way around this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice work. That's nice
very,
work.
very. And then he made the actual cowl induction on the outside, which is, I mean, this is a 2-inch cowl induction hood. So if Chevrolet ever wanted to put a cowl induction on the Monte Carlo, that's the way it should have been.
Sure, it looks good. Let's work our way back here. It's what color is this?
Torch red. 1987 Chevy Lumina torch red.
Okay, so it's a stock Chevy color.
Yeah, it is a stock Chevy color.
Oh, and then we hit the interior. Wow. Just the wow factor alone, all white. Is that white?
It's
a
an
white.
off-white. We had we actually had a white in there, and it was too white. It's actually an off-white.
All leather.
And Portage trim out of Ravenna.
Okay.
Met with him, and kind of gave him my thoughts of what I wanted. Those are bucket seats in the back. They're actually the same bucket seats, except the back ones are Frenched in. Consoles ran all the way down, kind of starts from the front and goes all the way to the back.
And he did all that for you. What are the seats out of?
They're Glide Engineer seats. They came out of a magazine.
Oh, okay.
So I ordered 4 seats. Like I said, the front and back are the exact same seats.
And you got leather flooring.
Floors had subfloors put in them out of wood, and then we covered those. Because if not, then you know how they would have, the factory ones would go down, like make that tunnel.
Right.
You know, so we actually had subfloors made. So those are actually wooden subfloors under there.
Okay.
And then I didn't want to ruin my original door panels, because the interior in this car is beautiful. It had black.
It sure is.
The original.
The original one?
Yeah, the black bucket seats. So I actually bought some junk door panels, and they cut them here so I could get this bead here. And then he made all this here. And then the headliner too.
Oh, you noticed the headliner.
Oh yeah, the headliner.
Wow, you got this thing down pat, boy.
18s in the back and 17s up front.
This did come with the vinyl top?
Yeah, vinyl top with the halo, which is the it's like a 1/2 inch around. You can see the color red around it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I call this the halo right here. Okay.
In the front. And then basically all the stainless steel, we polished it all, you know. And then all my trim, this is all supposed to be anodized right here. And I had all this sent out, and I had it all chromed instead of, it's supposed to be just anodized.
Right, and then they go into the trunk.
Kind of wanted to bring that same theme, bring it from the front, and have that, like that console's coming all the way through, all the way to the back, you know, just.
What are you hiding under there?
I got some amps and stuff for the speakers.
Speakers, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. You got it hit so well.
Yeah, I didn't want to see any of that stuff, you know.
Just want to hear it.
Just want to hear it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, now we're looking down at it, and let's talk underneath here. It's just as beautiful underneath as it is on top there.
It's basically the same thing. Stainless Works out of Chagrin Falls. They did the exhaust system. It's all one piece welded exhaust, TIG welded. We ground the TIGs, all the weldings off, and then polished it. They used stainless weld and everything so it could all be polished. Dropped the rear end out of the car to put the exhaust on it because it's all a one-piece exhaust. So I wanted a clean look so you don't see no hangers or no.
Right.
There's one hanger. It's around the rear end in a factory spot, and
that's it. That's what holds it all up.
That and right here, we welded a stud and there's a hole right in the bumper in the factory spot. We put a nut in the bolt.
Right there.
That's it.
You don't get any rattle out of that?
No,
Nothing?
we put rubber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Good
put
idea.
rubber. We go to a lot of car shows. It's like bigger events, Carcraft, Popular Hot Rodding, Muscle Car Nationals.
Any major awards with it?
It's never been beat. I've won Best of Show at 2 National Muscle Car Association shows where you're competing against everybody. You're competing against street rods and Chevys, Fords, Chryslers. And I won 2 Best of Shows there, and Super Chevy. It's never been beaten over there. And
You drive it?
no,
No,
not anymore. I don't.
Okay,
It's
Scary.
yeah. I do. I drove it. I bought it when I was 16. I drove the heck out of it. You know, big block, beat it up real good. You know, it's got over 100,000 miles on it. So yeah, it had its fair share of getting beat up a little bit. So now I just take it to car shows.
With me, I have Dino Capolito with his '56 Corvette. Really nice.
Oh, thank you so much. This was my dad's car. It's been in our family for 49 years. He bought it in 1964. I was 3 years old. A lot of memories with this car. He, like I said, bought it in '64 and he drag raced it from 1964 up until about '70. And at that point, he has 4 children, including myself, and got busy with the family building a new house. So the car sat for probably 20 years. And he quit drag racing it and began the restoration around the early 2000. And it was about a 3-year process. Did most everything himself, help from family and friends. Paint job, he did all of that.
Oh, he did that all himself?
He
Boy,
did.
that's a nice job.
Oh, thank you so much. Body off restoration.
How long ago did he do that?
I think he got the car done in '03. So around 2000 to '03 was the process of the restoration. But like I said, there's so many memories here.
Sure.
You know, I remember squeezing in there, the 4 of us, and
4 people in there?
4 children.
Oh, it's got a trunk.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Oh no, we were all inside, but just had a lot of great memories.
So what happened with your dad?
My dad passed away about 1.5 years ago. He was very healthy, 74 years old, and came down with a form of cancer called multiple myeloma, which is a bone cancer, and passed within about 6 weeks from the time that they discovered what it was. So it was a shock to all of us and most people who knew him. But yeah, a lot of great memories with the car. And he enjoyed it. He's driven it, I think, about 7,000 miles since the restoration. And I've taken it out a few times since then. and would like to a little bit more. Just lack of time is what holds us back.
Right.
So you may see us at some of the local car shows. My dad was a member of the Mahoning Valley Corvette Club, and they treated us so well during his illness, before his illness, and afterwards. They've just been so good to us. Great club.
You know, there's a lot of good people out there. And when something like that happens, people come out. You know, you realize who your friends are. You know.
There sure are. There's
a lot of good people out there.
There have been so many friends and family and people who have supported us from the car shows all around the area. You know, there's a lot of good things there.
There is.
The car hobby is a great thing for a lot of people. We've got generations of it. I've got my children and my nephews and nieces are all involved in cars. My sister races a Corvette over there.
She races it?
She races it. Yeah, she hasn't for a few years. Now her son started racing it. So yeah, she was the track champion with that red 77 Corvette. Oh, back in probably the early 80s.
Wow.
That was her first car, so she's had it forever.
You got those little guys involved too?
Yes, yes.
You know, that's what's lacking with this hobby now. A lot of the young kids aren't getting into it, but you guys are getting right into it. That's great. How'd you do it?
It is really cool, and I have to, you know, we have to pay a lot of that to my dad because, you know, he got us involved in it, and the grandchildren also. He was there with the grandchildren. They were all involved in sports, and he participated in that as much as he could, and they supported him with his cars.
Great. That's a wonderful thing. So who owns the car now?
Well, the car is titled in my name, but it's staying in the family. My dad and I had a discussion, you know, a couple years before he passed. It's an awkward thing to talk about, but you know, I said, Dad, I don't want your stuff, I don't want your money. I said, but I would like to see the Corvette stay in our family. And you know, that was it. We never said anything about it. And then, you know, before he passed, we transferred the title to my name.
So let's look it over real quick here since we're talking.
Where would you like to
Let's start at the front end here.
Well, the engine...
this is all numbers matching.
It is all numbers matching. It is the original engine. It's a 265 cubic inch. It's a 245 horsepower. You can see it's got the dual quad, 2 4-barrel carburetors, has a solid lifter cam in it. He's done everything to it. It's been rebuilt, but that's all the original stuff.
This car probably right now looks better than it did from the factory because
yes,
they pretty much threw these together.
They really weren't that nice. Yeah. They made approximately 3,000 of them, and they weren't as...
You know the number on this?
Around 1,630 something. Yep. So it's right in the middle of the production run. But this was the color as far as we know. It was black with the red interior. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, it even has a radio in it too.
It does. That is the original radio. They called that a Wonder Bar radio. It was kind of like a seek and scan, but that's the best they had at the time.
How's it run for you?
Oh, it runs really nice, and it is a convertible hardtop. There's a convertible that comes with it.
What color is that?
The top is black. The convertible top is black also. Yep. Yeah, everything is not 100% original. He has a few personal touches on it.
Which is nice.
Right. He would never do anything to modify the body or anything like that, but there are a few
shave the handles like sometimes?
No, there's an emblem missing off the trunk and off the front of the car, and the tailpipes don't come through exactly the way they're supposed to. They're supposed to come through the bumper, but that was something he did back in the 70s, and he wanted to keep it that way.
Back to the old memories.
Yep.
I see you got a big family here following you.
We do. My mom is still here, and I've got
Which one's your mom?
one brother and 2 sisters. I don't know. Let's see if we can find Mom. Mom is down on the left end of the screen.
I'm the racer, but this car, it's a 1977 Corvette that was my first car that I bought. And I thought I needed to have a Corvette, and Papa, Dave Campolito, who we are here honoring, said, honey, get a Corvette and you will have it forever. And that was 32 years ago. I still drive it, I raced it, my 16-year-old son is racing it. We're having a ball. It's not a cream puff, but my dad, we had to dicker and trade because I was so young to buy this. He had to give up his air compressor, and we it was like I was going to get this car. Yeah, so you know, I still enjoy having it, and it's because of his memory. And we miss Papa so much, and he would love to see all the kids grandkids and family out here, this would just make his day. He was an awesome guy, and we love him, and you could see by the show of support here. I think we got 8 out of 10 grandkids and all
Such an awesome family here.
Yeah, thank you.
We've been getting a lot of beef lately from the Corvette guys. You don't have enough Corvettes on. You don't have. Hey, we have 2 Corvette shows this year. You guys should be happy as ever. The 19th annual Mahoning Valley Corvette Show here in Austintown. What a great turnout. What a great day. Hey, thank you for inviting us. I'm Rick Guerrera for Armstrong Street Scene. I'll see you down the road.